We are back to do Lucha Underground Season 3, Episode 24. Byron seems very unenthused for some reason. I don't know why.
It's my new gimmick.
It's like pulling toenails to get him to do this. I don't know. I don't understand.
Well, said it was ready, and then you're like, no, I gotta go clean my toenails and wax the ceiling and take the dog for a swim, and I'm like, oh, just be here.
That would be cool if I had a pool.
Mm-hmm.
So we open up the show with, obviously we have the basically the teaser package, but skipping over that, we get a Mil Muertas and Katrina promo, where Katrina wants the Cueto Cup and Mil wants Katrina. So we continue on, basically. And Sami Callihan desperately needs a drug fix. I'm just saying. He has scratched himself in all kinds of manners that are inappropriate. And we have the first of our 4 Cueto Cup matches as Veneno takes on Mil Muertas. You got anything to say here?
It's the worst Italian name ever.
I guess. I suppose.
Was it? Who was it? Was this Ricky Mandel or was this
Ricky Reyes?
This is Officer Ortiz?
Yes, sir.
Ah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's really all there is to say. This is a squash match.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Not what I expected on the return. Like, I expected some sort of build-up or some sort of little teaser package. Officer Reyes is coming back, he's going back undercover, something. Because I just figured it was either Argenis, a.k.a. Argenis, or the Mariachi, or Ricky Mandel in another gimmick.
No, sir. Ricky Mandel has his own gimmick, and Mariachi is with the White Rabbits, which we'll talk about in just a second.
Yep.
And currently, Argenis is Argenis once again.
I just figured it was one of those 3. They always stake those 3 in some kind of weird gimmick.
Mm-hmm. Second Cueto Cup matchup, Paul London versus Vibora with Cobra Moon.
Gee.
This was really awesome because Paul London is on drugs and has a loaded carrot. That's all there is to it. The match itself was not tremendously well executed. There was a pretty bad botched head scissor and a trust fall where London went too far in his trust, I suppose, and I think whacked himself in the head.
Yeah, it was interesting.
But
there was also some devious shenanigans by the other White Rabbits, which was awesome.
Indeed, the White Rabbits, Malasuerta and Saltador ran in, and they just ran through. They didn't actually do anything. They just went and hid under the ring, which would come into play later when the Rabbits would grab Vibora's legs and prevent him from getting back in the ring to stop a count-out. So yep. Paul London is the only one of the White Rabbits who advances, and Vibora is the only one of the reptiles to lose in the Cueto Cup.
Indeed. Rabbits OP.
So, by no means a great match, but entertaining as hell.
Mm-hmm. I think if you put Paul London in there against a guy who's as inexperienced as the guy playing Vibora, you're going to get a match like this.
Probably, yeah. It makes sense. Then we had Taya versus Joey Ryan, and surprisingly enough, Joey Ryan's first intergender match in Lucha Underground.
Hopefully not his last.
I don't have any real notes here, except for Taya won with a bridging suplex and a double stomp. Mm-hmm. They did nothing notable, but everything was good. They played up the sleaze factor and made Taya look very credible in beating a man.
Indeed. I enjoyed the match. There were, almost literally every part of this match was good. They didn't do anything super duper flashy, and they didn't really need to. They got over just fine.
Mm-hmm. And then we had Mil Muertas in the bathroom getting beaten senseless by Jeremiah Crane.
Like you do.
It's surprising to see a bathroom scene that doesn't involve Drago or Vinny Massaro.
True.
And the climax of this was Jeremiah Crane driving a steel chair into Mil's throat with another steel chair.
Indeed.
Very poorly set up shot, though. I actually had to tell Byron what had happened. I
took a quick glance away at something else on a website and just what happened? Somebody took what? I heard the sound effect and assumed somebody got crunched. and saw that there was a chair jutting upwards on the screen, and that's all the information I really had. Other than I had seen the previous shot of Jeremiah with a chair over his head, and then so I assumed he swung the chair. But this is Lucha Underground, and some people get blindsided.
Yeah, it was a bit of a bit of a poorly shot sequence. Then we head to Johnny Mundo, Rey Mysterio hype package with Chavo Guerrero, Cage, Prince Puma, and Matt Striker giving their thoughts on the fight.
Indeed.
This was good.
I enjoyed it, but had I known that this was going to be an extended hype package, I would have probably gone back and watched it later because I would have gone and made a drink out during this.
Yeah, probably would have been a safe bet. And then we have our fourth Cueto Cup match, Jeremiah Crane versus Killshot, and this match was set up pretty early with, one, the fact that the fans actually were chanting Lucha Death Machine at Jeremiah Crane, and Killshot being referred to as the weapon of mass destruction, because this matchup was really, really good. Mm-hmm. Just the dive exchanges to start the match was worth the price of admission.
Yep. There was no part of this match that I disliked. Again, not one of the, the difference between this one and the Taya match was that this one was all kinds of spots, but the problem is that to go back and point them all out would be too much work, and it's not really worth. You should just go watch the match. It's really goddamn good.
Yeah, I'm basically going to do one spot recap, which is Jeremiah Crane's running cannonball into the wooden chairs that they have at ringside.
Jesus. The crowd was so hot for that, too.
He literally did like the Roman Reigns drive-by, going all the way around the ring to hit a cannonball on Killshot into the chairs. That was the spot of the match.
Yeah, and they're not using the little foldy tin chairs. They're using big, thick wooden chairs with no give. When people hit those... which female star was it that did the giant splash into the chairs a couple of weeks ago? It wasn't Evilise. Was it Sexy Star?
Wasn't it Mariposa?
Could have been Mariposa. Might have been Mariposa. That was brutal. And I enjoyed it.
The finish comes with Dante Fox distracting Killshot from up on the rafters after Jeremiah Crane had kicked out of the Kill Stomp, which is just double stomp. They're apparently calling it the Kill Stomp.
That's about the only thing I disagree about this match. Like they just have an end of the match, or get Fox to get in there and smack him upside the head and then do the finish.
Well, it would have worked better because they're gearing up for this Crane versus Mil Muertas feud, which has been going, but going to the next level and making it probably an official hard match. And to have him win kind of in this cheap manner over Killshot was, I think, somewhat of a disservice to where that feud's going.
Yeah, but his finisher's powerful enough that it kind of covered up for the whole thing. As soon as I was kind of that was pretty much my reaction time.
Yeah, Jeremiah Crane hits the cranial contusion for the three count, which is double underhooks pile driver. Yeah,
fantastic.
The J driller from Jay Briscoe.
Correct.
Then Katrina comes down after a bit of a blackout moment and just stares down at Crane, who's blowing her kisses and stuff.
Which I think is the first... I don't even think Phoenix really gave her the business. He just kind of acknowledged her or whatever when they had their little feud. But this is the first time I've seen somebody else give Katrina back the business, which is interesting.
And she still stares at him with dead eyes, which is pretty good.
And that cat suit. We need to get Air to watch Lucha Underground.
That cat suit, yeah. Just send him a picture of the cat suit. I think that would do it.
Dear Air Tour, please come watch wrestling with Mio and I. It'll be hot.
And then we had probably the most interesting scene on the show. Dario Cueto's in his office hyping up matches, listing off the last 4 matches basically, and gets to the fourth one is blank. And he has a guy there that, on first glance, appeared to be Son of Havoc.
I thought it was it's your boy.
Yeah, big beard, the skull cap, leather jacket, etc. But I noticed that they gave his voice kind of that reverb effect, like the mystery witness type deal, and that made me think, okay, so it's not Son of Havoc. What are we doing here? I thought it would maybe be Havoc, like his father or something, but. Anyways, what we have is it's going to be next week, Son of Havoc versus Son of Madness, who looks pretty much exactly like Son of Havoc and is also from the Open Road. We thought Grizzly Redwood, but I think he looks too big to be Grizzly.
Yeah, Grizzly Redwood's like 5'6", 5'5".
I was more referring to like just the builds because I didn't really have a reference for height, but like he appears to be thicker than Grizzly Redwood, more comparable in size to M-Dog Matt Cross, who is the individual who plays Son of Havoc.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be a big reveal. So next week will be a big show. This one was really good. I didn't think anything this week would come close to really matching the last woman standing match, but damn, Killshot and Jeremiah Crane went out there and tried.
They gave her a real good shot. I'm trying to find like a Reddit page where somebody's officially identified Son of Madness, but it's not coming up.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't find anything either, although it was a cursory glance, not a huge one. But
yeah, I've gone to the second page of Google, so I mean, shit's got serious now.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll figure it out, but and you know what? We'll be surprised next week if we don't. So that's good. So yeah.
Hold on.
What you got?
Apparently I've got Google being stupid. I did find a Reddit. Give me 1 sec here. Keep talking. Keep the people interested.
Keep talking. So the Cueto Cup's going really, really well. We got Muertas versus Jeremiah Crane in the second round. That's going to be a fantastic event. I'm hoping that this Son of Madness thing is a big deal because I was hoping for a big debut in this tournament, and we haven't gotten that up until this point. We do have, sadly enough, Ricky Mandel wrestling in the tournament, so that'll be fun. We got Sexy Star coming up. We've got PJ Black is in the next batch of matches. Not sure. Dragon Azteca is in the next batch of matches as well.
This is an old Reddit. I have lied to you. I'm sorry.
That is disappointing. But
I'm disappointed.
You guys will find out with us next week who Son of Madness is. We're going to get 4 matches that I think should be at least acceptable. And the continuation, some good storylines. And yeah, that's all I got. You have anything else you want to say to the people?
Just cruising again through the Google and the highlights. There was a mention last year, almost a year ago today. Lucha Underground held 2 TV tapings over the past weekend. Something about Vinny Massaro, Mascarita Sagrada, Son of Madness, and Pimpinella. So maybe
the
this
return of Pimpinella. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why this has been so long in the making. It's kind of weird.
Well, yeah, because they had the big batch where they weren't broadcasting what they already had canned.
Yeah, well, how long was that? Like, they stopped broadcasting back in,
I want to
say, more than a couple months, I think.
Well, I think it was less than a year, so I think that leaves us with a couple months. Anyways, that's all we got for today. Join us next time for more Lucha Underground, and also...
Hold on.
Fine.
I know, I'm just dragging this out. Okay, so they stopped I just want clarity. Yeah, it was like 5 months. Episode 19 was January 11th, and episode 20 was May 31st. That's a while.
That is a while.
A while.
All right. Get off my lawn.
No.